What's been the theme or the message this week in trying to get the boys to turn it all around?
Oh, look, it's about keeping improving. You know, we obviously haven't been at our best in the first 2 weeks, but that's really been what we've been doing, is breaking our game down and saying, okay, well, how do we improve and how do we get better? And there were some things that took a step forward last week, but there's some things that we still need to keep working on. You know, we're not happy being 0-2. We want to be a club that's starting to progress forward.
Well, Essendon's in a similar position to yours, so tomorrow night is just so important, isn't it, for a win?
Yeah, look, it is. It's important every week. You know, at 0-2, you want to get your season rolling. So, you know, we want to put on a really strong performance, as do both clubs. So it's going to be a really good game. You know, two clubs really fighting hard to kickstart their season, and you know, it's going to take a total club effort.
How much of that do you think's been player-led this week, in terms of the coaches, players? Who's driving that this week?
Oh, we're a club where everyone's in it together. You know, it's coaches, it's players, it's high-performance staff, and we look at all our elements to find ways to improve. It's never one group of people that take responsibility. Clearly, the players have got to go out in the ground and perform and do their role for the team. But as a club and as a department, we're all involved in this. We all want to find ways to improve and get better.
Putting that inside 50 statistics aside for a sec, Goody, how are you going to improve that forward connection?
Oh, it's pretty simple. You know, we need to connect better with our ball use. Whether that's from the back half through the middle of the ground and also our kicks inside 50. You know, I think a lot of the time people look at how we actually kick the ball inside 50. Sometimes it's the build-up that's the most important bit. So 73 entries, yeah, we got to connect better for more than 6 goals, and you know, but we can't do that if the key essence of our game aren't in good shape, which is, you know, the way we win the ball at contest and the way we defend will give us those opportunities as well. So, yep, we need to connect better, but at the same time we can't take our eye off the things that are starting to improve in our game.
What do you make of Christian Petrarca's start of the season? There's been a lot of discussion about him externally. What's the focus internally?
Yeah, look, it's pretty simple for Track. You know, last week, you know, he got beaten fair and square by a good player. But he was in a lot of one-on-one contests, and you know, the stuff we've been working on with Christian, if he can keep putting himself in those one-on-one contests and he starts winning his fair share of the ball in those contests, you're going to have a very good player. And that's been our sole focus with Christian, to start to win his one-on-one contests, and we'll see a really good performance out of Christian soon.
Is he as fit as you like?
Oh, 100%. You know, he's had a really great summer. He had a full pre-season. He's trained incredibly hard. He's ready to go. So he had a bad game. He admits that. He acknowledges it. You know, he wants to be held accountable to it, but he wants to play better as well.
Have you seen him respond around the club this week, Christian?
Oh, he's been terrific. You know, he's had a good week at training. He's performed strongly. He's worked really hard on his one-on-one contests, and that's what we're expecting out of him tomorrow.
Sorry, likely to be getting more than the one change with May missing.
Yeah, look, there's a few options from the VFL. You know, Corey Wagner, Josh Wagner, Billy Stretch, those type of guys, you know, perform really strongly in the VFL. So that'll certainly come into calculations.
Was it unsatisfactory physical condition at the start of pre-season, Simon? So Stephen May.
Stephen May, well, all I can judge Stephen on is when he walks through our door. And you know, when he walked through our door in November the 22nd, he's been incredible in the work that he's put in. And he's been in terrific shape heading into this season. He's had a couple of niggles, which is unfortunate in footy, but he's done a hell of a lot of hard work to get himself in a position. Now, how he walked in to where he is now is a lot different, but that's credit to the work that he's done. So we can only judge him from the time he's walked in to where he's got to now.
Don't you meant to judge him in the off-season as well? Like, he arrives day one in a condition that don't you make a judgment then as well?
I think we can only assess him once he's in our system. You know, he came to our footy club, clearly had a little bit of work to do, and he's admitted that. There's no questions about that, but he's been sensational in the work he's done. He's put in a lot of hard work to get his body in really good shape, both physically and prepared for the game. And he's had a couple of niggles, but I think we're going to see a really good player. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks, but we're hoping to get him back pretty quickly.
What about Clayton Oliver kissing his opponents on the field? I know he had a very good game, but what about the smooching?
Yeah, I only saw it yesterday, so that's how well I've been blocking out the noise. I haven't watched anything, so yeah. Look, you know, it's, you know, obviously he knows him or of some description. So you know, I just let the players play, be themselves, show who they are, and you know, we obviously want to be a humble footy club and do the right thing and be respectful. But clearly they know each other. I haven't asked him, to be honest.
Can you expand a bit on the tomorrow night's banner?
Yeah, look, I think it's an unbelievable cause, and it's something that me, just sitting back, I didn't know a lot about it until yesterday. but I'm proud of our footy club. To go and fight online bullying is something I'm incredibly proud of. It's a prominent issue in our society, and it's a prominent issue. I've got young kids, and they're going through it now, you know, as teenagers, and it's something that I'm really proud of our footy club to be at the forefront of.
What do you think about your good mate James Hird stepping back into football or being in the commentary role? Just seeing him back in footy, I guess.
Oh, look, I think I work with James, and I think it's great that he's back involved in the game. So whether it's commentary, whether it's coaching, whether it's administration roles, just to see him back involved in the game, I think is terrific. And I think it's a great person to have back involved in AFL footy.
Could you see him in a coaching capacity?
Oh, look, it's round 3. I haven't even thought about that. I could see him getting into a position where he could choose what he wanted to do. You know, he's a very smart man. He's got a really broad skill set. As I said, operations, management, coaching, media, whatever it looks like for James, it's just good to see him back involved in the game.
He's not necessarily a Essendon.
Oh, that's up to James and the Essendon Footy Club.
How's Jeffy Garlett travelling?
Yeah, look, he's got his first game back this week, so he'll play VFL. You know, he's travelling really well. He obviously had that shoulder that popped out. He strengthened it. It's in good shape. Looking forward to getting him back playing some good footy.
Externally, we call it a must-win. Is it there with you as well?
Of course, every week's an important game. I would just keep saying that. We're 0-2. You know, we don't want to be in this position at 0-2, but it's so early in the season. Let's see how we get through Friday night. Let's see what it sits then, and you know, hopefully we're having a different conversation then.
Just for Melbourne fans, Goody, how physically compromised are you? There's been a lot of discussion about the surgeries and smaller summer. Like, does that compromise you at all coming into this season? Can you put that into the right context?
Yeah, what I want to do is put that to bed. As a coach and as a club, there are no more excuses for us as a club. Start judging us on our performances and not on our pre-season. We're ready to go. We're fit. We've got a good 22 that's going out there to play. So let's judge us on our performances and let's stop the excuses.
Last year you introduced Fugazi when you guys were flying. Have you come up with anything else this week to deal with the zip and two?
Yeah, that's good, Mitch. I like that. Yeah, it's as prominent as you can get. Look, there's lots of noise about the footy club. There's lots of people having their opinion on what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. It's all noise. And you said it, I didn't have to. We've blocked that out, and as I said, I only just found out about Clayton's kiss, so yeah, we move on.
Do you ever use that sort of stuff, backs to the wall mentality? Like some clubs use that, don't they? Like no one rates us or everyone's off us, let's prove them wrong. Do you ever tap into that?
Oh, no, not at all, because you know that would be overreacting to a situation. We've lost 2 games of footy. We're 0-2. We need to get better. We need to keep improving. It's about us. It's about how we go about that. We want to be a club that doesn't ride the roller coaster of emotion from week to week. It's about actually getting a stable foundation of performance and about how we continue to improve each week. If you want to roll the roller coaster of noise and performance and expectation, you'll be stuck in that cycle for a long time.
What about confidence? Goody, I think Tom McDonald said yesterday, simplistically, maybe just that quite a few players are a bit out of form. Is it confidence taking a hit?
Oh, look, yeah, confidence is a great word. You know, you can't sprinkle it, you can't get it in a cereal bowl. You got to earn it. You actually got to go and do the work, do the performance, do your time, start playing better as a group and as a team, and start helping each other. That's what builds confidence.
How's Nathan Jones travelling?
He's going well. He's, you know, he's been playing on the wing. He played there all of last year. We played some of our best footy when Nathan was on the wing. He's playing a really important role for us, and he's doing it pretty well. So for Nathan, for a lot of his career, he's been judged on possessions. He doesn't get judged on that anymore. He gets judged on how he plays his role for the team and how he helps us function.
And Jake Weaver, just seen him out in the track before. Is this week a bigger week than he has in previous times? Is there a big step up for him in recent weeks?
No, he's just building his rehab. You know, he's looking really well. He's training really hard. He's moving really well. So you know, we'll make that decision when he comes back. You know, in the next 3 or 4 weeks. But you know, he's still got a bit of time to do and a bit of training to do to get himself back into playing some good team footy.
Is that the timeline, about 4 weeks or 6 weeks until he plays?
I knew you were going to ask me that question after I said 4 weeks, but no, 4 weeks isn't the timeline. 4 weeks he's continuing to ramp up his training, and he's still got a lot of training to do to get himself prepared for what the game's going to demand. And we will not take a risk with Jake Lever. You know, he's a young man that's had 2 knee reconstructions, and he needs that time for that graft to heal properly.